Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be exploring the city center again, but this time I'll start at this main Adelaide street, but I'll just switch the camera around and show you guys exactly where I am standing. So this is exactly where I'm standing. So that is the route that we are going to use today, and then ultimately end at Herman Road. But I'll just give you guys a 360 of exactly where I am standing. So this gas station that is under construction, I think it was recently renovated because there was another gas station here, but it was not this, how can I say, nice. But I'll just give you guys a 360 of exactly where I'm standing, and then we'll continue with the video. So I'll just try and cross. So we are into the video, and just like I initially told you guys, in today's video I'll be exploring this main Adelaide street, which is exactly where I'm starting today's video, and then some of the destinations that we'll pass will be we'll use this main Adelaide street, use St. John, ultimately use the old railway line route, touch base at Bailey Street, and then ultimately, if possible, we'll end at King Herman Road, and then if time permits us, we'll also try and explore other areas around that particular location. But the target for today's video will be that of ultimately ending at King Herman Road. But we are off, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And we are off. So this is the main Adelaide street, and as you guys can see, a lot has changed, but I think some of the houses that were built in, let's say, in the 60s and 70s are still present, as you guys will notice from the architecture. But some of the buildings are gradually being changed as some new construction are being put up over the years, as you guys can tell from the video. So this is a compound which I think construction is going on, and then I think this is also a new construction, but we are still here, and then ultimately we'll see where this video takes us. So at this main Adelaide street, I think there are about two other intersections or streets that will come across. I think one is that of the Priscilla Street, and then the other is, if I'm not mistaken, Gabriel Street. But I think this is the route to Priscilla Street. I think it goes all the way there, and then also goes all the way there, and we continue. So as you guys will expect from the city center at such locations, as you guys can tell, there are a lot of huge or high-rise buildings. But I'll pause here as always, and then just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we started the video. So if I can zoom in, that new construction, that is exactly where we started the video, and that is the new construction. That was where we started at the junction of Adelaide Street, and we have walked all the way to this point. But if I can pause and just give you a glimpse of the skyline or some of the houses that are at this present location that I am at, and hopefully after that we'll continue with the video. So we continue with the video, and as today is a Friday and I've just finished performing my Juma prayers, and I just want to say once again thank you, Mr. Jason Thomas, as I have just collected my gimbal that you sent for me, and I really do appreciate you very much, sir, and thank you once again. And so we continue. So as you guys can see, there are a lot of shops, a lot of businesses, and a lot of enterprises at this main Adelaide street. As you guys can see, there are a lot of high rises, and I think this is one of them, which I think it's a business. I think UPS, which I think stands for United Postal Services. I think this is one of their authorized contractors, and I think this tall building is where they're building his house. I think this is also another compound that a new construction is undergoing, and still here. So yeah, as you guys can see, a foundation still here, and of course you guys can tell, just like I initially told you guys, the remnants of the 60s and 70s buildings are still present, but I think they've been slowly being taken over by the new construction or new house designs, as you guys can tell from some of the bird houses which are still present at the city center, although it is gradually being replaced by more handsome and more recent design. So that is the way to Gabriel Street. I think it goes all the way there, and I think it also continues all the way down that side, and this is a new construction, and also that is also another new construction that is going on still here. And we are fastly approaching St. John, which is the city center, which I think we have already done a video of, but I'll pause here and then try to give you guys a glimpse of the skyline. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, the remnants of the 60s and 70s house designs, which are the bird houses of the past, but we are gradually moving and just giving you guys a glimpse of the skyline. And then we continue. So if I can say, there's not that much of new construction that is going on at this main Adelaide street, but hopefully some of the houses are being replaced, just like I told you guys. And in terms of business activity, there are a lot of businesses, a lot of enterprises, as you guys can tell, a lot of individual vendors and new establishments. So this is, I think, a board shop still here, taking you guys along with me. And as always, I hope you guys bear with me, as this is also another lengthy video, as today's video will focus on at least try and reach the destination of today's video, which is that of the King Herman Road. And then after that, if possible, we have enough recording time, we'll try and see if we'll be able to find other locations, because there's also another very attractive location that I had wanted to do a video, which is that of McDonald Street, but we'll just use this main route and then continue all the way. Still here and fastly approaching St. John. So that is the photo of the President of the Republic wishing the citizens of the country a Happy New Year 2023. But We are at this main junction of St. John, which I think we'll pass because we've already done a video of this main route. So we are going to take it straight through because I think I've also done a video of Savage Street, which is the street that is to my left, that is to my right hand side, and that was where I showed you guys of the very, if I can say, the very best hotel at the city center for now, which is I think the Malika Hotel. But so this way leads to Savage Street, but I'll try and cross. Still here, I've just crossed. So that is Savage Street, just like I showed you guys the last time, and just a few walks from here is where that very nice hotel was that I showed you guys the last time, which I think is the Malika Hotel. But we'll use this main old railway line route and hopefully try and reach our destination for today's video, which is that of the King Herman Road. So just like I told you guys, this is McDonald Street, which is also a very, very attractive location to have a vlog of, but we'll pass and find some other time to do a video of it. But as today's main focus will be to have an exploration of this main highway, which is this old railway line, and I think I'm closely approaching the bridge, but I'll try and give you guys a shot of both sides of the bridge, and then if possible capture as much as I can of both sides of the bridge, as I think this path that I'm presently walking on is the new bridge, as that is the old bridge. If I can stand here and show you guys exactly, so that was the old bridge and this is the new one. This is the new bridge, but I'll try and stand here and then try to give you guys a clear zoom in of exactly how that particular side is, as we will not be able to go down there and explore. And as always, just try and give you guys a glimpse of some of the houses that are on the hill. Still here. And also take you guys back and show you the distance where we've covered. So that was the route that we used to be at this main location, but I'll try and cross and give you guys another glimpse of the other side of the bridge. So this is the other side of the bridge, and I'm just trying to show you guys exactly, or zoom in and show you guys exactly the other side, as we will not be able to go and explore that other side. And and of course try and show you guys some of the surrounding houses that are located at this other side. And we continue with the video and making progress. And if I can say, I think this other bridge that I'm presently working on is also aging. It is also aging, if I can say that, because even when I was standing and having a shot of both sides of the bridge, when the cars and heavy trucks were passing, you really feel the bridge shaking. You can really feel the bridge shaking, but hopefully as time goes on, maybe that particular issue will be rectified. And I am still at Old Railway Line, and I'm fastly approaching Bailey Street. So this is a mosque, and it is the mosque that I just worshipped in, and it's called the Al-Aqsa or Masjid Al-Aqsa. Still here. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share to as many of your contacts as possible. And then for today's video, I think I had wanted to do the video of the Brookfields community, but we'll see how far we'll be able to go with today's video, as I'm fastly approaching the target of this particular vlog. And if possible, if we are able to continue or to reach today's destination, so I'll switch to the other side, as here it is more easy and safer, and hopefully here I'm able to have a glimpse of both sides of the road. And there are also a very huge amount of shops and enterprises at this Old Railway Line, and hopefully I'm approaching Bailey Street, and I'll just find somewhere where I'll stand and then try to give you guys a skyline of exactly this particular location, and then try and make progress or continue with the video. I'm standing here, and hopefully I'll be able to get a clear glimpse or view of the skyline or the distance that we have covered. Of course, you guys can see that was the mosque that I told you guys about, but I'll just do a 360 of the entire skyline, as this is the main Bailey Street. I think it starts from there, goes all the way to that side, and then ultimately ends up this particular location. But I'll just stand here, give you guys a 360 of the skyline, then we'll continue with the video, as this main Bailey Street route is the route that I am going to take, and then ultimately try and see if we'll be able to reach our destination for today's video. So this is a new construction, as you guys can see, and that is also another one. If I can zoom in, as you guys can see, that is also another one. But we continue with the video as I am fastly approaching. So I'm fastly approaching the U building, which, if I can say, is the center or the heart of the government's administrative activities, as there are a lot of ministries, departments and agencies that are located at that particular building. But we are not there yet, as exactly where I am walking I can see it, and hopefully if I am there I'll be able to just try and have a glimpse of it, because I hope and I definitely know that I'll not be able to enter the premises and have a shot of it properly, but I'll just give you guys a glimpse of exactly how it is, and then we'll try and continue. So as you guys can see, there is a traffic, and you guys can see the cars that are queuing, but it is slowly moving. And I think also I'm approaching the headquarters of the opposition party, which is that of the All People's Congress, their main headquarters, and we'll see a lot of signs and billboards of the various candidates that are vying for different positions within the party, and hopefully for different positions during the country's upcoming election, which is slated for 24th of June 2023, and hopefully we'll just pass, and then if possible maybe we'll be asked why we're filming, and if not, well, I'll be lucky, but if possible I'll just stand there and then just try and show you guys some of the candidates that are vying for different positions within the All People's Congress, and then after that we'll continue with the video. So yeah, as you guys can see, so I think this is exactly where the billboard starts. It starts from here and it goes all the way, as you guys can see there. Different candidates, different individuals vying for different positions within the party, and hopefully for different positions within the government or the next coming election. And I'll just zoom in and then we'll pass as we are fastly approaching King Herman Road. And what I had wanted to do with this video was try as much as possible and walk up to Water Street, because I think the last video that I did of Congo Cross, that was where I started the video. So I just wanted at least to touch base at Congo Cross, and then hopefully I would have completed the whole main highway. But I think this is exactly the route that I am going to take, and hopefully after reaching King Herman Road I'll decide what other location we'll take. But I'll just stop here again, then try to take you guys back and show you guys exactly the distance we have covered. So that is exactly the distance we have covered, and as you guys can see, there is a lot of traffic or a lot of queue that is presently happening. And the All People's Congress, their main headquarters, as you guys can see, it is packed and full with various billboards of various candidates that are vying for different positions within the party. As you guys can see, there are also other signboards and other placards around here, but I'll just stop here and then continue with the video. We will continue. So that is a blue Charger, it's not a red eye. Still here, as you guys can see, as it is school break hours for those for students that are in the morning shift, as it is past 2 p.m. and as you guys can see, I think that is exactly why the streets are packed, as there are very two popular girls' schools that are within this area. I think one of them is the St. Joseph's Secondary School or Convent, and the other one is that of the Methodist Girls High School. And we will try and see if we'll be able to have a vlog of that other side, because this is just one side and we are fastly approaching Lodge, very close to King Herman Road. So this is White Street, I think it goes all the way there. I think this road also leads to that of the Church community. Sorry. So that is Zonta bypass. So this is Zonta bypass. It leads to the light, and so that is a Zonta bypass, and you guys can see the National Stadium from the background, which I think is presently being renovated. It is presently being renovated, but so this is the UE building, as you guys can see, but we will not be able to have a clear shot of it as there are a lot of trees that are blocking the view, but we'll continue and hopefully try and use that other road and then try to see if we'll be able to have a clear picture of it, as today's vlog will be just to focus at this main road and hopefully end at King Herman Road. And yeah, so and then try to give you guys a glimpse or a 360 of the skyline or some of the houses, and just try and take you guys back exactly the distance we have covered. So actually this is ACTV Savings Alone, which is a financial institution, which I think is this is their headquarters. I think they also have another headquarter at Baibura Road, eastern side of the country, and I think it is an institution that gives, I think, different types of loan and other financial services. ACTV Savings Alone, and I think this is also the Life by Group design, their offices. And so we'll continue with the video, and as always, sorry for the stability of or the stabilization of the shot, and hopefully that will end soon, as I've just received a gimbal from Mr. Jason Thomas. Thank you once again, sir. And these are two very, very beautiful buildings. I think this one is completed, if I can show you guys, but this other one, I think it's completed, but it is not 100% yet, as there are still a few things to be done here and there for it to be completed, as there are still thin metal sheets at the entrance of it. But we will continue with the video, and with this vlog I think I'll stop at this main lodge. I'll just stand there and then, if possible, try and give you guys a 360 of exactly that particular entire area, and then hopefully try and do a review of Heddle Street, which I think one of my subscribers requested that particular video, and I will possibly do that video today. I will possibly do that particular video today and try and see, because King Herman Road is up to my left, and this main junction, it's called Lodge, as there are various routes and various roads that leads to that particular, there are various routes and various roads that leads to different communities, as one of them is, if you take this way straight through, I think it will lead you directly to the Tengbe Town community. And I think there's also another old bridge at that particular community, and we are going to find another time when we'll explore that particular community. But we are coming to the end of this particular video, and so I am still here. So this is the entrance that leads to the Lemount College. This is one of their campuses. So this is exactly where I'll end this particular vlog, and hopefully try and find other locations, and then hopefully try and find other locations within this area, and possibly try and locate Heddle Street if possible, and do that particular video for one of my subscribers. And as always, thank you guys, thank you for coming along with me, and this is exactly where I'll end today's vlog, and I'll just stand here and then try to give you guys another view or another angle of the new building, as you guys can see. And of course the shot is not perfect as it has been blocked by those trees, but you guys can see it. And so this is exactly where will end today's vlog, and hopefully try and catch you guys again at the next one. And I'll just stand here, give you guys a 360 of the entire area, and then we'll call it a day. So that is the Lemount College they are building. So as always, thank you guys for coming along with me, and until I catch you guys again at the next